Hey, it's Sandy with Quilted Treasures and More. I hope you've had a good week and a good weekend. I'm having one of those moments where I've had everything open on my tablet and now I'm trying to figure out where Facebook is. Okay, it looks like we're there. Oh, wait a minute. No, don't go too far. I gotta have my picture here. The problem is I don't have anywhere to put my picture. Will it sit under here? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe so, maybe not. Okay, well, I'm going to set it down here beside me. All right. Well, now that we've got the crazy setup deal over with, let's get to talking about what's going on here. So, what's been going on around the crafting table this week? Well, we've been working on door hangers and took care of the t-shirt drop shirts that I did 2 weekends ago for the fall pumpkin, and um, working on some new things. So keep watching. All right, so tonight, what we have, I'm going to go ahead and change this to the little version here, the little version of me, that is. What we have is a peppermint train. So if you were thinking, oh, well, gosh, I don't know what theme might she do tonight, and you thought maybe Christmas, well, congratulations, you thought right. I'm going to jump in and do some Christmas. And we are going to do this little peppermint train here. So what I'm going to start out with is not Tuscan Red. I'm going to start out with Santa Red. Santa Red is what I like to use on most of the Christmas stuff. Unless, of course, it's not mixed up very good. I thought I shook this one earlier. Maybe I didn't. Okay, that's better. Okay, well, we're just going to grab the end of a paintbrush here and stir this up. So that way we can be all set. All right, so I normally don't start out with the brightest or the darkest color. Oh, thank you. I just saw, oh, I love your top. Thank you very much. I like the blue. Well, I like the leopard too, but I like the blue. I think the blue is, I don't know, it's this color blue. I tend to gravitate toward. I saw a dress last weekend. I didn't get it, but well, I didn't get it because they didn't have my size. That's why I didn't get it. I was thinking, why didn't I get that blue dress? They didn't have my size, so I had to go with red. But anyway, off on the clothes shopping spree. Dun, 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 dun. As I said, I usually start with the lighter colors and work my way to the darker colors. But this particular go around, because there's a good bit of this that is going to be red, I'm going to go ahead and start with the red. Now, one thing about this red, like I said, it's Santa Red, and I like to use it basically on all the Christmas stuff. But I am going to have to be careful, and I'm probably going to end up changing brushes a few times because I've got some small areas that I don't want to go over. A lot of times I'll just go ahead and put the paint on the area and be done with it, like I just did over that, and I didn't want to. I wanted to leave, there's itty bitty dots right here. Now, these itty bitty dots, which they're itty bitty, but they're little white dots. And I really didn't want to put the red there. So this is why we have baby wipes. And even after you've been doing something for, you know, a set number of years, you still, or at least in my case, you still will end up boo-booing up sometimes. Just because you get going in the pattern. For me, it's the pattern of just, hey, I've got a brush in hand. I did that the other night on something. What was I working on? I was working on something and I'm just painting away. And then I'm like, oh, really? I had painted in an area that I did not want that to be the color. So I had to do a fix. And I hate doing, well, I don't hate doing fixes, but fixes are not, I don't like having to go back and redo. I just want to keep moving forward, you know? So I fuss at myself on multiple occasions. I may have seriously just picked the wrong brush all the way around, because every time I turn around, I'm coloring the little dots that are supposed to remain white. I'm coloring them red again. So I may have to just come back with a different brush. Now, the other fun thing is that I have little Christmas lights. And I really don't want them to be tainted with red either. You know, when I first looked at this, I was like, oh, this is so cute and it won't take so long and it'll be perfect for my life. Maybe I kind of miscalculated that one. It is very cute, though. I should have put up the shot, the picture, the sketch of it, but I didn't. If I do that, then you're going to know what it looks like before I paint it. And part of the fun of being on the live is to find out what it looks like at the end. Or at least that's what, you know, that's what I think. I just realized my daughter is on her computer in the other room and I can hear her very well. So if y'all can hear my daughter. Well, I found out it's, you know, National Daughters Day. So, you know, maybe I can consider that like take my daughter to work, you know, that y'all are actually hearing her from 2 rooms away on the computer playing a game with her friends. Oh my goodness, my goodness. Posted a picture of her in a shirt that I made for her. And I haven't even told her that I posted that. I'm going to be so in the hot seat when she finds out. Why did you post that? Well, I did post the picture of her where she's smiling pretty. I mean, the other one, I had her laughing so hard she would have just absolutely died if I had posted that one. So, you know. I was a good mama. I posted the better of the 2 pictures. But she's a teenager and oh my goodness, you know. Oh me, oh my. Okay, I'm going to switch to a round tip brush. Whoa. And I'm throwing round tip brushes. All right, so I'm going to switch to a round tip brush and I'm going to use it around, should have done this around these little dots down here. Now the little lights are going to be multicolored, but the little dots are just white. So it will take a couple of coats, or about three coats of the Santa red to get it to where it's the coverage is right for what I consider good or well covered. What I will pass as acceptable. I got a round tip brush and I still managed to cover that particular one all in red paint. Maybe I should take my glasses off. I actually have my glasses on so I can see the comments on the screen. Maybe I should take my glasses off. Oh, she's grown entirely too fast. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Grown too much. Too much, too fast. I gave her a hug today and told her happy National Daughters Day. It was after church this morning, and I was looking at her and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, she's changing again. And, you know, when they're little, and I know you've noticed this with the twins, but when they're little, you can see sometimes almost daily how they change. But it's been a while since I've noticed a change with her. But a while ago, I was just like, oh my gosh. And, you know, then that's when, you know, there's a whole mama moment of, you know, oh my gosh, I don't have a baby no more. Yeah. That whole scenario. And I cannot believe the twins are going to be 2. Oh, that doesn't seem possible. Oh, some of these kids that I am friends with on Facebook that I had when they were in elementary school, when I taught them in church, in children's church, and it's just like I see them now. They're engaged, they're getting married, and I'm just like, it can't be. These are, because I mean, you know, after you spend so many years, you know, with them, and school teachers are that way too. You know, they get to know your children over the year, and you know, they kind of become sort of like this other child, you know, and so you watch them grow up, and so you kind of feel like, oh my gosh, I feel like I have a child that's growing up too. And just because you've had a point in time where you've watched them grow, you've watched them learn, you've taken part in their life, and so you see them later on and you're just thinking, no, this can't be possible. You can't be, you know, you can't be engaged, you can't be having children, you're supposed to still be you know, in children's church. What gets me is when they have kids and their kids look like they did when I first met them, or when I was spending a lot of time with them, either with, you know, something around church or around family, and you see their kids and you have this total flashback moment and you're just like, oh my gosh, they look just like you. Then it really makes you feel old, or it makes me feel old. All right, so what I'm doing right now is going back around. I went around my little wreath. My little Christmas train here has a wreath. And so now I'm just going back around my little polka dots here. This is actually called a peppermint train. I keep calling it a Christmas train because I just think of it as Christmas with the colors and stuff. But it does actually have, when I get through, it'll have a peppermint wheel down here. And of course, it has Christmas lights. I'll have a little Christmas wreath. As long as it's taking to get this Santa Claus red on there, I'm beginning to wonder if this is going to be a 2-week project. That was pretty cool when I did the 2 steps for the resin. I really liked that. And so I've kind of thought about, maybe breaking things up and doing, like doing the painting and then coming back maybe the next week and doing the shading. And so that way it breaks it up into a couple of weeks and you can watch the 2 different steps. So it's a thought I'm toying with right now. So we shall see. We shall see. All right, so I'm coming back with the wide brush for the moment. And I'm just going to see if I can get this a little more evened out. Or evened out a little more. It's that time of night where sometimes I put my grammatical phrases backwards. So y'all just forgive me if I do. And don't tell my daughter, otherwise she'll give me grief on Monday morning when I get to teaching her. Well, you flipped your grammatical phrase last night on You're Alive. All right, so I'm just going to go around my wreath one more time. And then I'll hit around the Christmas lights one more time too. So around the peppermint wheel, finish up around the wreath. Oh, did I just? Yes, I did. I just moved that paint. Oh, I hate having to try to go back and fix this. I have to look and see. I can't remember if the Choo Choo has a red stack or if the stack is a different color. I know the front part is a different color, the light and the I just drew a blank, y'all. What's the guard on the front called? Cattle pusher doesn't sound right, but that's what it was used for. It was used to get animals off the track, push animals off the track, and other debris like rocks and stuff. But I can't remember for the life of me what the thing was called. I'll have to go look it up. It'll drive me crazy. Okay, we're going to stop with that for a moment. Let me look. I got to do the center of my wreath. Let me look real quick and see. Yes, the stack is red as well. Okay, and well, that's going to be a different red. So we're going to stick with the peppermint for that. Right now, we're just going to get this done. And we're going to move on. I think I'm going to go to green next. I'm doing this all backwards. So if you've, hung out with me before and you've heard me say, start with your light colors, or if you've been to a paint party with me, if you're around the Mobile area, Then you're probably like, you always tell us to start with the light colors. Yes, I'm going against my rule tonight. Speaking of paint parties, I have multiple options for paint parties. I have options for fall paint parties, fall Christmas paint parties. This year, I'm also doing Christmas ornament paint parties. So, and a Halloween paint party. So I have options for all of those. So I'll be posting pictures of that in the week to come. I'm also getting ready to wrap up my current open door for membership in the Online Kids Art Club, the QT Kids Online Art Club. That'll be closed for a little bit. I'll open it back up. Won't be terribly long. I'm on do a few different things this year with the art club. Now that we've started back up, we took a break for summer, and so we've started back up, and so I'm kind of doing things a little different. We're doing, like I said, it's online. It's $10 a month. You get 4 art lessons. They are emailed to you as well as posted into a private group on Facebook. If you'd like more information on paint parties or the Kids Art Club, just comment below with whichever paint party you're interested, whether it's fall, Halloween, Christmas, or ornaments, and I'll get with you on that. Or if you're interested in the online art club for kids, just put on there, just comment art club, and I'll get you some more information on that. I'll also be posting videos of new tumblers this week. Tumblers and mugs are some of those things that make really good gifts. For those of you who have already started shopping, because some of you have contacted me and you're like, hey, what can I get for so-and-so? And we have already started on Christmas orders. So, so don't wait too long to get in on the Christmas orders, because if I fill up and book my schedule and book my order calendar, then I will be basically shut down for new orders and until I get everything else fixed and finished and prepped and ready. I will have a paint party box. Some of you have purchased those in years past for party gifts. So I will have a paint party box. I may do something just a tinge different this year. I've been bouncing around a few ideas. Let's not move that off camera. Bouncing around a few ideas on something different besides a door hanger. So we'll see. All right, so I've got this red. There's actually 2 reds that I'm using. So I use the Santa Claus red on the train. Now I am going to use, not Tuscan red. What was my other red that I was going to use? I thought I set it out. I think I'm going to go with True Red. So the peppermint wheels and the peppermint guard are going to look just a fuzz different. So I'm just going to keep with a round brush, a round tip brush. Turn my little thingamajig around here, my little egg carton, so that way I don't dip back in. Okay. Real quick, look at my example. I think it's the pointed ones that I need to, nope, the pointed ones are white. I'm glad I looked. Okay, so points are white. That means that everything that comes to the middle is red. There's not a huge difference between the reds, but the Santa Claus red is a little bit darker. Now I've already colored the base coat of this white. So what I'll do is I'll just come back over and get the white in these little triangle areas and just make it stand out a little more. I'm going to be doing another t-shirt drop soon. And I'm going to run this one for a week long as well, because that went pretty well. I had to start somewhere, and I did with just weekends because, to be honest with you, just starting out as I was at the beginning of summer with doing t-shirts and stuff, I was really afraid I would get overwhelmed with how quickly I could turn around t-shirt orders. But you know, now that I've got several, along with multiple t-shirt orders, behind me, then now I feel more comfortable with having a longer window for t-shirt drops. So I'm going to do a week-long drop. I keep debating on whether to start it this week or wait till the weekend. I may kick it off Wednesday. That's kind of where I'm thinking at the moment. Kick it off Wednesday and let it run for a week. If you're in the Mobile area, I have 2 prior drops, t-shirt drops, that are available at a local salon. It's called Knott's Salon. If you're in the Mobile area, it's on Hillcrest. So the football and y'all or fall football and y'all is available there while supplies last. And the pumpkin, the fall pumpkin that I just did, is available there as well while supplies last. So I'm getting ready to drop another one. It'll be fall, sort of. I'll go ahead and tell you it's a combination of inspirational and fall. So it's kind of a twofer. Yay, look at our cute peppermint. Okay, now I'm going to do the little guard here for the wheels. Because it's like a peppermint candy stick. Yes, I'm concentrating so that I don't put it in the square next to it. I know that's crazy. Sometimes I have to focus. I can't like chit chat and do, I don't want to say really oh, I just lost the word. Precise details, but I do have to focus on some things sometimes, and this is just one of them. I still keep reading your comment, Allison, about the twins being two. I've read it like 4 times now, going, I cannot believe they're going to be two. One, yes, maybe I could, grace them with that, but two, no, it can't be. Watching them grow up on Facebook, I'm just like, oh my goodness. All right, check out our little candy cane, our little peppermint train here coming to shape. So we have got Santa Red, which before I go any further, let me do here in the middle of my wreath. Go ahead and get one more coat in here. And get it darkened up a little bit. Okay, I have got a gray that I'm going to be putting on this front end here. Cowcatcher. Why does cowcatcher come to mind? I don't know. It'll bother me all night. I'll have to Google it. Look it up. What's the guard on the front of older trains, like steam engines? What is it called? I don't want that one. Let's get a thicker brush. Ooh, that one's got red in it. Okay, good deal. All right, so here we go. Front of our train. Add a few more colors on here. That way you can start seeing how it will start looking as we begin to finish it out. I'm trying to remember if the wheels are gray or are they white. I know there is kind of a... No, they're white. Okay, so next I'm going to use... You're probably going to think I'm crazy. I'm going for a gold kind of tone. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with... This is called a deep ochre color. Okay, so you can see how dark this is right there. This one right here. But I want to take my metallic and put over the top of it. So we're going to see how this turns out. So the top of the smokestack here, I'm going to paint with this ochre color. And the light is also going to be this color. Got a little bit too much paint there. The top part here is also going to be this color, as well as the thin line around the trim around the wheels. right, so I'm going to change back to my large round brush, and I'm going to use it to go around the outside of the wheels. Now I've got to come back and darken up the white. I may do that after the live though. You can tell it's white right now. I base coat it, but then I like to go back over the white, especially for like, there's a little dot of red there where I had a boo-boo, dripped a little paint. So I like to fix that. Make sure it's coated well. I had moved him a while ago. Make sure he's still on camera. And look to see what the there's an itty bitty piece here that I forgot to look at the color to see what it was going to be. I'll check it out in just a minute. So working my way around the little tires, just getting this is actually an ochre color, but I think it's going to work really well with the gold metallic over the top. I think it'll be a good base for it. We'll find out momentarily. All right, let's see what other, I know I have green. I've already got my green for my wreath, so I know I've got that. And then I've got the lights, which will be a variety of colors. But let me make sure I'm not forgetting anything else. Gray, gold, green, okay. Orange, blue, yellow, purple. Okay. Orange, blue, yellow, and purple are the colors that they've kind of gone with on the Christmas lights. So let's see real quick. Grab and we'll go with the pumpkin orange, or what is this orange? That's pumpkin too. Okay. Pumpkin orange, and we'll do no, not that one. Who are you? Brilliant purple? No. Oh, here we go. Lavender. And then for the blue, we will do true blue. And what did I say? Orange, blue, purple. No, orange, blue, purple, and is it yellow? If it's yellow, I'll do sunshine yellow. I'll double check one more time before I do the lights. All right, let's get the green. This is going to be for the wreath. Yeah, I'm going to get one more brush just so I don't have to. Where's my a little bit smaller? That might work better. So the green that I am using is called Festive Green. And it's usually the green I use for a lot of the Christmas stuff, unless we're talking like a Christmas tree, then sometimes I'll use evergreen and some of the greens so that it makes different layers of green different shades of green. So this is going to take at least 2 coats here. The green usually always does. Which I usually put 2 coats on everything. Anyway, it's just a habit I've gotten into. I like to make sure that everything is coated well. So I tend to put 2 coats on everything. Oh, cute. I'm liking the colors on the little peppermint train. I love Christmas, so when I get to the point where I'm doing Christmas door hangers and Christmas decorations or Christmas decor, whether it's door hangers or something smaller for indoors, as the saying goes, this is my jam. This is the time of the year that I love. I enjoy doing the fall stuff too, because I like playing with some of the fall colors as far as blending and shading. And so that's a lot of fun. But I love doing the Christmas ones. I enjoyed doing the Christmas cakes last year, the Christmas cake door hangers, the snack cakes. That was a lot of fun. I did several of those. And I've got, I'll have several more this year. So if you are going to jump on, if you're thinking about jumping on the, Christmas snack cake bandwagon, I will have you covered. Door hanger. I even did earrings and necklaces last year. I kind of gave those out for teacher and friend gifts, but yeah, we even did those last year. So we were just all about the Christmas cake last year. It was kind of funny because it wasn't very far north of here that it seemed like everything was Christmas cake. But going around Mobile, we couldn't find hardly any Christmas cake stuff. And so it was just kind of crazy. We were like, okay, I don't guess we're there yet. So maybe this year it'll finally hit the area. Orange, blue, yellow, purple. All right, so I'm going to put these in the order: orange, blue, yellow, purple. All right, now I could pick any colors on here, but I'm just following this one exactly the way the little example. Oh, excuse me, goodness. I can tell it won't be long until the ragweed is in full bloom. Blue, yellow, purple, orange. Because I have certain points of the day when, if I have been outside, I will come in and have dry spots in my throat. So you know that hay fever season / ragweed season is coming, and you're just like, okay, it's time to keep the antihistamines in stock at the house. Uh-oh. Pulling the lids off of these paint bottles, sometimes you get the dried paint and it'll fall on your piece that you're working on. So I have to be careful. Otherwise, I have been known to paint dry paint into some of my projects, which I get it out. I don't leave it. In case you're wondering, oh my goodness, did I get a piece that had dried paint in it? No, I get it out. It's just annoying as all get out. but I get it worked out and we fix the boo-boo and we go on. All right, so the last one over here will be yellow because there's not a purple one. Okay. We can go with that. All right, now we're down to lavender. I like the color lavender. I like it. It's very pretty. All right, so there are the lights. Now that we've had a little bit of time for the ochre to sit, I'm going to come back. I'm just going to get a little bit of gold. And was that the brush that I used? Yes, it was. Okay. So I'm just going to get the gold on the same brush that I used with the ochre. And this is just going to give it a little bit of that metallic shimmer. That goes well with Christmas. So if you can see, if you look at the top over here and then the top of the stack, you can see the difference. And I'll only do one coat of the gold. I won't add the gold more than once. So come to the front for the light. Got to go in just a little too quick. And now, I believe I used the round brush to go around the wheels. So just adding a little bit of sparkle. I know if you really wanted to make it sparkle, I have some glitter. I have some glitter that would really make it shimmer and shine. If you like glitter in with your Christmas decorations. When I use the glitter, I usually put a coat over it so that way it doesn't like just come off and go everywhere. So for those folks who have a glitter phobia, if you see a piece of mine with glitter, don't panic. I put a seal coat over it so that way it'll hold it in there. I actually know a few folks who have a phobia to glitter. And so I looked it up one day. What do you call a phobia to glitter? It's called sparklophobe. Not sparkle, but sparklophobe. That always makes me giggle. I don't know why. Sparklefoam. Oh, I do remember one thing I need to do real quick while I have, where'd it go? Here it is. While I have this lovely round brush handy, I'm going to go ahead, this particular line here, the string for the lights on the train is green. And I'll have to go over it a couple of times. But this will give you a general idea of what it is going to look like. And you can see our little train here come into shape. Put one more coat on the front of our little train here. Because this one needs one more coat. I've only done one coat. And I also need, I may have to get a round brush. There's one little section right there in between the wheels. And I'm going to do it gray as well. I could just do it black, but I'm going to do it gray. But I'm going to need a smaller round brush for that. So let's see. That one's not going to work. That's not a round brush. This one might do it. All right, so I'm just going to put this little bit of gray in here and get that covered. All right, now the next thing I want to do is I want to get the white taken care of, my little white dots, since I've turned them partially pink, plus their little hearts. Oh, another thing is my wreath. Okay, my wreath's got to have a little bit of work there. But before I do the wreath, I'm going to do this with a paint pen. So I've got a white paint pen here. Always, always shake up a paint pen with the lid on. That's all we're going to say. Just make sure you do that. All right, so we're going to do our little line that comes down the side of our little peppermint train. And then I'm just going to go inside the little circles. All right. So that part is done. Now, for my wreath, I'm going to go back and do one more coat of the green, but then I'm going to take a little bit darker green and we're going to add just a little bit of shading to it. And then we're going to add a little red bow. And I'm going back and forth. My little example has multicolored Christmas bulbs on it to match the multicolored Christmas lights. But I'm thinking we might do it more like a holly wreath. We might go that route. All right, I've got quite a bit of red here in my stash. So, time out just for a second. Let me find my brush that I want here. And let me where's my dark? Ah, here you are. I knew you were here somewhere. My darker green. This one is forest green. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm just going to do a little bit of, see if I can get it to shade in. Oh, there we go. Just a little bit around the edges. I may have to come back on that one and add a little bit of green to tone it down. Because I went just a little bit heavy. Would also help if I had remembered my clean cup of water. Clean cup of water helps. I don't want to dip back in the water that I have because it is very, very dirty. So I needed a little bit of clean water to kind of help thin it out a little bit. But I forgot my water. So what I'm going to do is I am just getting a little bit of the green of the wreath and just kind of going back over that edge and softening it up a little bit. If you notice, I did not rinse my brush. There we go. And if I wanted to, I could do just a little bit on the inside as well. But this time I am brushing a lot of it off, so that way my little shadow on the inside is very faint. Okay, so there we go. A little bit of a shadow, both the inside and the outside. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just put as if I had red holly berries. I know I've got a lot of red. I could do white berries. There's a thought. Well, let's see. Let's see what white looks like. We'll do a few, and if I don't like the white, then we'll change it up and do color. Now for this, all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a brush, get it out of the water brush it off, and I'm just going to grab the other end. So I have got the tip of the handle end, and I'm just going to dip it in my paint. Make sure it's not going to drip. And I'm just going to come and add some dots. And no, they do not have to all be the same size. I could even add some silver. I could make this like a silver, maybe a wreath with silver and white Christmas bulbs on it. And I'm just kind of going around. I kind of got a little closer on this other side, so we're going to try to spread them back out and get them to meet here somewhere. I may look up holly wreaths and see what other colors there are. Okay, we're going to go with that. Now I'm going to grab a red, and I am trying to decide whether to do Santa red or the regular red. I may do the peppermint red. Oh, it's already, that one's already. Let's try Tuscan red. We'll do 3 reds on this one. We'll just have all kinds of different colors going. All right, now y'all don't laugh at my bow because I'm not doing a real fancy bow here. Okay. So check out my wreath and my bow. Ta-da! All right, so now I'm going to add some quick highlights to it, and I'll do a little bit of outlining. So we're just going to highlight here. And of course there. Of course we need some. Oh, that almost looks like a frowny face. Nope. There we go. And I am going to add, need to kind of add that there so that way you can see where that is. I'm going to go over this one more time just because I want it to stand out pretty good. Now, I still have my outlining to do. So I'm going to grab my black and do a little bit of quick outlining. And then we're going to call it done for the evening. And what I'll do is I will finish up any of the touch-ups and I'll post some pictures. But this will give you an idea of what it is going to be looking like when it is finished. And I will go around my wreath. All right, so almost through with my little touch-ups. And I've got a smaller paint pen, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around that, or I may even get a very, very small brush and go around all of my little dots here. So see all my little bitty dots here? I'm going to go around those with black as well, but I'm either going to use my extremely fine paint pen, or I'm going to get a very small liner brush and go around those with black. So there is our Choo Choo. I'm going to go over the white again, so I'm not going to do any fine details in the wheels or on the peppermint until after I've gone over the white again, but I'll do that off camera. Again, just to run through everything one more time about what's been going on this week. I've done quite a number of door hangers. I've done some t-shirts, got those, the t-shirts out, and the Online Kids Art Club open for a few more hours, and then I'll be opening up again soon. Not like, in 2 weeks, but it won't be a whole year this time. So we're going to be doing openings a little more frequently for the QT Kids Online Art Club. If you know a child who loves to draw and color or paint, we use all of those: paints, markers, colors, color pencils, pastels, all of those cool art supplies, art tools. We go through all of those. So I show them what they look like, show them what they can do. And those are just video lessons that can be plugged in to after school activities or even a homeschool routine and be at your convenience. So with them being pre-recorded. All right, another fall t-shirt drop coming probably, I'm going to say midweek. We're going to go for midweek. So keep watching for that. Y'all thought I was going to tell you, didn't you? No. Okay. All right. So here is our cute little peppermint train. I'm going to hold him up in front of me here. Our cute little peppermint train. Choo choo, choo choo. So yes, we've already officially started our Christmas decor. So I'm sure there will be lots of other door hangers and indoor decor to come. Well, I hope y'all have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you're watching on the replay, don't forget to put hashtag replay and tell me where you're watching from. Or if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. If you'd like more information on paint parties, I'm doing fall, Halloween, Christmas door hanger, as well as Christmas ornament paint parties this year. So drop in the comment if you'd like more information about any of those, as well as the QT Kids Online Art Club. Have a great night and a super week.